चिड़ी चोंच भर ले गई, नदी गट्या न नीर, दान दिए धन न गटे, कह गए दास कबीर. With grain, bird fills its beak. The river waters never deplete. Charity doesn't diminish wealth, says Kabir, thus incomplete. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. One such personality amongst us is Dada Dayalan Harjani, who believed that wealth is not to feed our ego, but to feed the hungry and to help people help themselves. Dada gives a message to think clean, be clean, act clean in body, mind, and spirit for ecology, environment, and emancipation. With due respect, I request respected Dada to address and enlighten us with his words of wisdom.
If possible. First, I'm deeply overwhelmed with the welcome and hospitality that has been shown to me since I arrived in Bhopal. I'm quite astonished, and I'm equally surprised, or rather feeling exhilarated at your honoring and eloquent introductions about me and my books. And I have no words to express my gratitude and thanks to all of you. Thank you all for being here. Since I've come here, I've noticed few things. And one of the most beautiful things that I've seen in your organization is your solidarity of the volunteers. The strength of this organization lies in the selfless tasks that all the volunteers have undertaken. This is an amazing characteristics of any charitable institution. I see all of you as selfless warriors. Yudh, dharma yudh, because poverty is the greatest form of violence. And when you are fighting poverty, you are engaged in dharma yudh. So you all are really to be saluted that all of you are doing without any stipends or any remuneration, which is a hats off situation to all of you. God bless you all. On that note, I hope that we will be able to cooperate from Hong Kong towards more of your projects. I'm glad I came here and I've seen the sincerity. I'm overjoyed and I'm inspired to see the way you all are working, and I will go back with that inspiration and convey my feelings and sentiments to my people in Hong Kong, and I'm sure they'll be able to loosen their pockets for more charity work here. I don't know what else to say because my people who have introduced me have said so much that there is nothing left for me to say about myself or about my books. But I can only share with you my personal philosophy that when I became the chairman of Erase Poverty Hong Kong, few things I instituted in my modus operandi. One fellow came and challenged me. He says, "What are you doing? You're doing heart operations and you're doing this. Do you know that you are creating negative karma?" I said, "How?" He says, "If these people grow up and if they turn out to be crooked people or murderers, then that karma will come on you." So I said, "Hey Ram, how to explain this fellow now?" So I said, he's got some point, but I said that will negate because we are doing more good, because the chances of somebody to doing wrong things is very minimal. So we will outweigh that. But nonetheless, my conscience started biting me. I said, I have to answer this question. So I went into the book of my guru, Sri, H.R. Hari, who was a doctor, son of Roshal Sai, Sufi Fakir, Dr. R.M. Hari. So there he writes that when you do charity, you must feel in your mind that you are giving this to the Lord. Do not say I doing this, because the moment you say I, then everything becomes an I. So we decided that in every application that we received, we will put Shri Krishna Arpan. So when the application comes to us and we start to decide, ego and pride is such a slippery eel that it escapes your mind. It is very delicate. To catch hold of your ego in terms of arrogance is a very slippery aspect. So I said, this will serve as a slogan for us to keep our mind without ego and serve in the proper way as we should serve. And our logo today is service with devotion is the ultimate prayer. Because service must be accompanied with devotion. Because if service is accompanied by just the mind trickery or the mind's selfishness, then that charity doesn't really help. But it is only the devotional that provides the ammunition or the backup or the essence to the charity work. So we emphasize on devotion, or rather Kabir Sahib will say karuna. जिसके मन में करुणा नहीं है तो कुछ भी काम करेगा तो it will be watered down, So one must try to develop. So by giving charity to the poor people and seeing their lot, compassion develops slowly and slowly. और जब ये compassion develops, तो charity becomes natural phenomena. Nobody has to tell you, भाई थोड़ा पैसा दियो. It comes naturally. You just volunteer. That is the beauty of compassion, that nobody has to ask you. The other thing that comes to my mind is that charity should be organized in a proper way. So I checked with many saints and they said that 50% should go to Yogdan. Yogdan means academic, vocational training with value-based program, moral training. Moral spine is the most fundamental aspect of education. If you give education to anybody, you are only teaching him to become multiples of A, B, C and 1, 2, 3, but you are not giving him a moral spine. So when he grows up, he's open to temptation and open to corruption. And this is the state of many countries who only emphasize on education without moral education. To me, moral education is the most fundamental aspect, the integral aspect of education. So I insist that whenever we give money, you must teach values to the people. And when values are implemented in a man's subconscious mind, he will always do the right thing. If he does the right thing, his conduct is right, then you will not have any sickness and disease. So this is what I was telling him, that from now on, this is my suggestion to you, it's up to you to take it, that when you are treating the patient, you are actually treating the symptom, which is okay. The need is to treat him. But at the same time, you must spend adequate amount towards eliminating the cause. What is the cause of today's sickness? Why are they falling sick? Gutka, daru, bad living, abusive mindset, no values. So these people have no emotional control. They become wild animals. So for that, all the saints have said, give them value-based education. This is the most fundamental aspect which I must say. And when you are treating these people, I've suggested them, I went to the dentist, I said, now you prepare a list of bullet points and tell each people, like this is the way you take care of your teeth. You go to a gastroenteritis, tell them this is the way you should eat. You go somebody with who needs physiotherapy, like this is what you should do, exercise. So once it enters their mind, they'll be upright. Once they're upright, we will say prevention is better than cure. So this is my philosophy, that you must learn to treat the roots, because no use trying to give people figures, oh, we have done 10,000 operations, we do 5,000. So what is the big deal? You should on the contrary say how much less you have done, because so much less need is required. You follow what I'm saying? So this has to go balanced. Now, ordinarily हम लोग ये नहीं देखते हैं. जब आप किसे जाएंगे, चैरिटी के लिए, तो वाह तुम लोग ने क्या किया, हार्ट ऑपरेशन, हाँ आर्ट के लिए हम देते हैं, एजुकेशन के लिए उनका बल्ब नहीं पड़ेगा. So this is what we have to do in our circle, that you have to engage in causative measures, not symptomatic measures. So there has to be balance. I think that's enough philosophy for today. I will leave you to these few thoughts, and I'm hopeful that you will all be very successful in your charitable work and mature in divinity, because ultimately this kind of services improve your subconscious mind and the divine flows through your soul. And I think that's my message, for divinity to arise, keep on serving in devotion. Jai Jhulelal.